and welcome to this edition of Farming Legacy Show. And we are back here on vintage farming, but but we aren't. And I'll explain that in just a minute. As you can tell by looking behind me, this is not this the well, can't think of the word. Anyway, this is not where you buy tractors and such, the dealership on River Bend. But it is the dealership on River Bend Aftermath. Aftermath. That's the name. This is a modded River Bend map. Let me show you the PDA, and you can see. And this is quite the interesting map. It's really, what's the word I'm looking for? Quite different. It's some alike right over here, this area here. Let's go here and visit. This is, if you do new farmer, this is the starting farm. And I'll show you where you start with them two productions, and let me turn around. That production, and that's a bale storage and all over there. But remember, on the original River Bend Springs, the house sat right under all these trees right here. Not anymore. This modder took and moved the house over here by field 2. You know, the trees and everything. And you got a train track. And this is your house. If you so choose to use that starting farm, this is where you'll do your sleeping and wardrobing. You have a little building here that has you can't, well, it ain't in there right now, but there's an ATV that will be in there, a Kubota ATV. Anyway, let me get back to the shop. This is the shop, and right around here is service bay. And this map is a couple of things I've noticed. First thing right out of the gate is, I don't know if you can notice on the video, but it is much brighter. I'm still in August. The color is much more brilliant, and it's a little bit better map modded than it was before, I think. Anyway, anyway, let's back around. You know, on the original map, the animal dealership was right there. Not so. It is. We'll find it. Let me back up here. And we don't want to get out in the road. Let me look at the map. See which way we want to go here. There's a couple of interesting things. The one right there I want to show. You won't believe what, but I want to go down here, so I'm just going to go straight across the yard here. This field here is very different. That's all I'm going to say. You'll see that what I mean in just a minute. The animal dealer is actually still across. It's right. I want to show you. That's the biogas plant on this side. Oop, hit the wall. Is the animal dealer right here. This is supposed to be, by the way, this is supposed to be River Bend Springs 100 years after that the aftermath, 100 years after whatever disaster happened. Looks like some of the trees have been rung off by massive tornadoes, but there's some other areas And right here's the animal dealership. There's your slurry, and there's all your animal. Kate's standing out there. So, anyway, not exactly where it was before, but let's see where we want to go. All right, let's turn around and come down, back down by. Yeah, I think this is the road we want to go on. I want to go on first. Let me make sure. Yeah. Okay. And you can see, like I said, that's the biogas plant off to the right there. And you can see as we go around these trees, this looks like sand and desert on this side. And it is. But, and right here's another lot, a big lot that you can put a farm in. They've added a lot of empty lots on this modded version of Riverbend Springs. And one of the places I've got my farm started, I'll show you. I'll drive us up there to it shortly. Is an empty lot kind of like that. But what I really wanted to show you, one of the things is going to be right here. I'm going to take a right-hand turn and then another right-hand turn, and we're going to go this way. And you're probably wondering, well, what in the heck is down in here? Well, there's actually a field back in here. Yeah, you heard me right. It's field 98. And when I get in here, I'm going to go to construction view so you can really get a better view of it. All right, I'm going to stop right here. And let's go into construction view now. And we'll see. Whoop. Look, that is a field, and that's the road we just came down. You can see there's like a humongous crater or meteorite hit right there. Killed all them trees, rung a bunch of them off, and around here too. I mean, the ripple effects looks to be pretty horrendous right here in this area. Anyway, but let's see, they got carrots in that field. You would have to, if you worked this field, you would have to have equipment on trailers and such, because this little narrow entrance here, either that or figure out a way to open this up somehow. I don't know how you would do that. Honestly, I don't, because let me get up here and I'm going to stop. I'm going to go left or right here. Back up. All right. Look at the map, which way we want to go here. Let's go left, I think. Yeah, we're going to turn left and then back to, no. Yeah, we're going to go left, back up here, and then go across and go out here. There's some things out here I want to show you. A couple, and then we'll go back up. See, up here's where I have got my farm, and I'll start it, and I'll show you what I have done there thus far and how I'm still working on. Now we'll go left. Back out of here, back into town, and it has a much more open field, doesn't feel as cluttered, but there are areas where there's plenty of trees if you still want to do forestry. But But we're gonna go back out here. To the main road. The main road is this black asphalt road here. All right, now let's see which way we want to go here. That's the warehouse. We want to come across and turn right there and go in to see this. You're gonna be surprised what you see there. It's, let's see, what is that right there? Piano manufacturer, carpentry, and the sawmill. I think it's somewhere. Is that it there? No, that's Cooper. Potato processing. Well, where in the flip is that the sawmill there? No, that's the oil mill. No, that's the sawmill right there. Yeah, the sawmill's there, right down the road here. But I'm gonna turn this road here, so I'm gonna turn right and come across here. And we're gonna go out here, and you see, once, let me stop here. Here's the sawmill right there. If we can come, oh, I missed the turnoff back there. Anyway, I'm gonna turn around. That's the sawmill. Will this road take me? Might. I don't know, let's see. I'm still getting used to the map. Yeah, I have to stay on this road. This goes through the train yard. Then I'll turn right up there. Yeah. See them rung off trees look like a tornado hit it. But and turned it over. Yeah, let's go in. Yeah, we'll go up here and turn right. The next paved road. I want to show you something here first. There is a train on here, but it's a little different than. It's not the ordinary train. It's a. Oop! I hit that. You know, on the original there was. I'm gonna turn around so you can see the train. There it is. Look at the train. Got different cars on it, a bunch more cars. And see, it's still coming. There's the end of it. But this lot here, remember, there was buildings here and everything on the original. Still have that right down here, the ferry that you can get on. Yeah, but again, like I said, you can put placeables here, productions or whatever in town. But now let me go back down here and turn where I wanted to turn. We want to go out this way now. And there's the river. I mean, it's, so let me see here. There's part of it. Remember, in the original map, you had 2 bridges right there, but a lot different, more woods on this section where it was open before on the original. Well, I guess people, I need to turn off my blinker. I'm giving the wrong signal. Let me stop here. Look at the map a minute and see. If I done ran by, no, what is that right there? The paper, I'm going to go turn up by the paper factory. I'm going to show it to you, but that's not my purpose for turning there. I'm going up to area 45, and there's some stuff I want to show you up there. There's a paper mill, pretty much in the same place. But, all right, let's stop right here. Let's turn. We're going to follow this road up to a point, and then we're going to go all the way to the top on it, but I'm going to stop about halfway up. Something I want to show you. All right. Feast your baby blues or baby browns. Take a look on this right here. Now this is a lake. Let me go into, look. It is a boat in the middle of this lake. A couple of boats. Well, no, that's the other end of it. But it's a lake. That looks like maybe the water. And see, that's where that ferry goes back and forth, and that restaurant is down there now. That's the restaurant. Anyway, this is up on the mountain. So that indicates that maybe it flooded here, that maybe when that crater hit back over here, boom, it was such an impact that caused all of this to flood, and the boat that was sitting in here, shoo, knocked it clean over in and made a pond, a flood pond right there. Anyway, but let me get back in the truck now. And we're gonna go on to the top of this. I want to show you what's up here. I may eventually move my farm up here because, well, we got a build up here. I'm not sure, it's a cabin, I think, is the build that's up here, so we'll see. I may just build the cabin and be done with that. Anyway. Oh. This truck's got a little bit too much horse. I mean, I got it on 800. You can put it up to 1600. There's no way I could steer this thing if it had 1600 horsepower. Now, let's look at the map now and see where we're at. Yeah, we can just go back, turn left right here and go around and come up by all of this. Is that the farmer's market? Yeah, up by the farmer's market, and then we'll end the tour up there at my farm. So we'll just turn left. Again, it appears to be more open than it once was. Well, let's see. Let me look. No, I'm not going there. I'm going up by this way. Yeah. I'm on. And this is a gas station up here. And Pep, Pep gas station and the farmer's market right here. And that's the sugar mill on the other side of the farmer's market. Let me step out here. And there's Mr. David right there. He runs the farmer's market. And, well, come on this way. Like I said, this is the sugar mill right here. And let's see where we at here. I want to come down this road and show you some around over in here, and then I'll turn around and come back to our main farm. The farm that I started is up that road there, but I want to show you the rest of the map. So I'm gonna come on down this road. Remember, it used to be a windy, steep road down here to get to this barge. Not anymore. She's straight. Like I said, there's the restaurant off to the right, and that goes across. You come out right at the shop. And there's the restaurant. And the restaurant sale point. And less trees up in this area and more fields, open fields. And I want to take you on over this part of the map, and then I'll take you back to go back up there to where I started a farm, show you what I've got going on up there. Anyway, yeah, got to hurry on. But this is all this is. And if you remember, on the original Riverbend Springs, right here is where I started. And this is where Field 14 used to be. Remember, kind of right in this area. Now this is blank right now, but if you come on here, there's a shed, a couple of sheds, a silo, and that's about it. And you have a pond back here. And you have this you have to buy this field here, which is field 21, no, 26, my bad. And this grass to get that piece of land. I initially bought there. I thought that's why there's nothing on there. I thought I was going to build it, and then I decided, nah, I saw that other piece up there. But you're coming back into the other side of town here. Remember, fire station, all that was down here. I don't see it nowhere down here. There is one sale point, I think, down here. Right here. That's the I can tell you in a minute what it is. Tailor shop. And remember, in this area there was a lot of houses and developments. Not anymore, just a football field, see? And I hit this is field 11 right here. And remember, there used to be a lot of houses and whatnot right here, but now it's just an open lot and one field and just an empty lot right here. You get this when you buy field 11. This goes back under the train track and pretty much to the original default farm. Now all of this stuff down here is pretty much in the same place it was on the original map. I mean, it's the lime station, all that cement, everything. Really not So I'm going to turn around now. And head out. Let me get up here and see. Where I need to go from here. Get up here at the intersection. Probably straight on across would be my guess. All right, let me stop and look. All right, let's see. We're going to go. Yeah, I'll go on around, and right there by field 19, I'll take a left. I'm going to take you now up to where I'm started a farm at. I don't have a field yet, but yeah, okay. Now, all the way at the top of the map here. This is a lot more open fields up through here, less woods. But actually, where I'm at, there's quite a bit of woods yet, at least on one side. And I'm clearing that as right there. You can see right here, I'm starting to clear it. Got a little tractor, little Ford tractor there. I'll show you about how to do that in just a minute. But there was woods all along here, and I was cleaned all but them few trees out. And still well undeveloped here. Now, let me park this truck, and I'll explain to you about everything. Now, I bought this because I cut all that grass down there and put it in the silo, which the silo, that's weird. I need to put some diesel fuel in there. Yeah. Now, let's see. This looks like the in-game silos that you started with on Riverbend Springs, but it's not. Let me show you. The guy that modded this map, he has 2 sets of silos that are modded. See, there's the in-game ones, and they're multi-fruit. He made them multi-fruit. So let me come down here. No. It's in the modded stuff. There they are. There's one there. That's the one that's at the other farm. It's multi-fruit. It holds 20 million. This one here that I put down it's multi-fruit. It holds 2 million. So, and that barn there I put down, because I like it and I'm using it for, it was an in-game barn. And I've got that tractor there. And that's 146 horsepower on that 4440. And I'm on a zip. And here's the other tractor. It's a New Holland or a Lizard, but actually New Holland, I can't even. Lizard 6610, it's got 102 horsepower. But I've cleared all of this up except these little, if anybody knows how to get rid of these little jokers here, because you can't landscape them, you can't plow them, you can't do anything. There were some of them on the original Riverbend. I remember dealing with them. So, but what this is on the front of this here is the Tree-Begone Mini. Let me show you. There's 2 Tree-Begones. in this pack. There's the big one, which is good in itself, but this one is much better. And here's why. It's pretty much the same thing, but only needs 50 horsepower. And you can put it on a skid steer or a front loader. Well, I got it on the front loader. And look right here, what I got highlighted. Remove shrubs. When you tip it to yes, I'm going to show you what it'll do. Cold natured. Watch what it's going to do. See, it gets rid of the shrubs. Even if it's not on your land, it will get rid of them. It also gets rid of the trees. Watch this. I mean, it gets rid of everything. Even that big boy right there. I'll show you. Let me back up. Boom, gone. It's called a tree be gone. I mean, it is well worth downloading the mod and having it. Yeah, it's well worth getting this, because you can just clean up a whole big area without having to landscape. See, I just took that tree out. I'm gonna and this is a two-wheel drive tractor I'm using. I'm not using a four-wheel drive at all. I'm gonna take that big tree out right there. Boom. Just that quick. That's how easy it is. I mean, it took that big tree out and nothing flat. By the way, these are apple trees. I didn't know they were on. It says apple tree. I don't see no apples on them though. But that's what they are. Anyway. And this is where I got the grass off of right here. I'm gonna probably plow this up and make a nice a field here of some kind. Come out here a little bit further. I got to finish cleaning up some areas here. And, I mean, this is, down there's some I got to get along. But, yeah. But, yeah. I'm gonna probably end up taking them trees out, all but a few. Then, but that's where I'm at. And, that's gonna about do it for this episode. But I'm gonna continue clearing land, and maybe by the time the next episode comes on, I'll have the farm completed and have a nice looking farm to look at, and I'll probably have a field or two. But until the next episode, this is Farmer Legacy saying, see ya.